Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, I want to share a short story with you. A little parable that might change how you see the world, and maybe even how you see yourself. Imagine a traveler, someone just like you or me, who felt a deep yearning for silence. He believed that if he could just escape the noise of the world, he would find peace. So, he journeyed deep into an ancient forest, a place where the trees stood like silent giants, and the air was thick with the scent of earth and time. He walked until the sounds of civilization faded into a distant memory, and he stood in what he thought was perfect quiet. But as he stood there, listening intently for the stillness he craved, he heard something else. It wasn't loud, not at all. It was a whisper carried on the wind. At first, he thought his mind was playing tricks on him. He strained his ears, and the whispers grew clearer. A traveler entered a forest, seeking silence. The forest seemed to murmur around him, but heard whispers instead. The very leaves on the trees seemed to rustle with this secret knowledge. He looked around, bewildered. The sunlight filtered down through the canopy, painting shifting patterns on the forest floor. And with every gentle gust of wind, the message was repeated. He wasn't alone. The forest was aware of him. He decided to follow the whispers, to understand their source. As he walked, he began to notice the distinct voices that made up the forest's symphony. He stopped by a great oak, a tree that must have been centuries old. Its bark gnarled like the face of a wise old man. He placed his hand upon its rough surface and listened. The tree seemed to speak to him, not in words, but in a feeling, a deep, resonant sense of being. It spoke of seasons passing, of enduring storms and droughts, of standing firm while the world changed around it. It spoke of drawing strength from deep roots and reaching for the sun, day after day, year after year. From the mighty oak, he learned the language of patience. He continued his journey and was drawn to the sound of moving water. He found a river, its water clear and cool, singing a lively song as it tumbled over smooth stones. He sat by its bank and watched the endless flow, the constant, graceful dance of the current. The river spoke of letting go, of never clinging to one place, but always moving forward. It showed him how it could be gentle and nourishing, yet powerful enough to carve its way through solid rock. It taught him that to be alive is to be in motion, to adapt, to flow with the changes of life rather than fighting against them. The trees spoke of patience. He realized the river sang of movement. The forest was a teacher, and its lessons were everywhere. The rustling leaves whispered of resilience. The soft moss spoke of quiet growth, and every element had its own story, its own truth to share. As he wandered deeper, the traveler's understanding began to shift. He had come seeking silence, an absence of sound, an escape from the world. But the forest was showing him something far more profound. He came across a clearing where birds flitted from branch to branch, their songs a joyful chorus. A small waterfall nearby cascaded into a clear pool, its rhythm a steady, soothing heartbeat. The hum of insects, the rustle of a small creature in the undergrowth, the sigh of the wind all. These sounds blended together into a perfect, living harmony. It was in that moment that he truly understood. Peace was not the absence of everything. It wasn't an empty void or a static stillness. Real peace was the opposite. It was the beautiful, intricate interplay of all things. It was the balance between the steadfast patience of the trees and the relentless movement of the river. It was the harmony of countless different voices, each one unique, all contributing to a single, magnificent whole. He learned that peace isn't stillness, it's balance. It's finding your own place within that grand symphony, recognizing that you are both a listener and a part of the song. With this newfound wisdom, the traveler found a quiet spot, a bed of soft moss beneath a canopy of leaves. He didn't try to block out the sounds anymore. Instead, he opened himself to them. He closed his eyes and focused on his own breath, the gentle rise and fall of his chest, in and out. He felt the rhythm of his own life, his own heartbeat. And as he did, he felt the forest responding. The wind seemed to breathe in time with him. The light filtering through the leaves danced with the rhythm of his pulse. He was no longer an intruder, a visitor seeking something from the forest. He was a part of it. He and the forest were breathing together, a single, unified life force. He closed his eyes and felt the forest breathing with him. The peace he had been searching for wasn't in some far-off, silent place. It was right here, inside him and all around him, waiting to be discovered. The sun began to set, casting long shadows and bathing the forest in a warm, golden glow. The traveler knew it was time to leave, but he would not be the same person who had entered. He carried the forest's wisdom with him, a quiet harmony in his heart. This story, like all stories, holds a key. Just as the traveler learned to listen to the forest, we can learn to understand the world around us and the world within us through language. If you enjoyed this journey and want to continue exploring the beauty of storytelling while improving your English, you've come to the right place. Learn English with stories, because harmony speaks in every quiet heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this story brought a little bit of peace and balance to your day. If you found value in it, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel for more stories like this one. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Until next time, listen closely to the world around you. you might be surprised by what it has to say.